It's the Archivist, y'all. Exclusively interviewing Coolio.
And it don't stop. Yo, what's up? I'm Coolio with the Flow, the neighborhood ghetto like superhero, representing 3 G's. Don't fuck with me. That'll be a mistake.
Who is the West Coast's one and only Coolio?
Just a regular guy, man. I'm just not average. I do real things in real places with real people at opportune moments. I love people. I love life, but not in the conventional way. I love my kids. I love my family. I love my friends. And you know, I'm a good friend. When I'm your friend, I'm your motherfucking friend. So, you know, that's how I choose to do it. I found that it's much easier to be cool than it is to be an asshole. And so there it is.
And on to the beginning with Dub C and the Mad Circle in '91.
Ain't no more Mad Circle, bitch.
The album Ain't a Damn Thing changed. Share about when you were involved.
That was a time in my life when I learned a few things and I was able to be around Ice-T.
Onto your classic record by Tommy Boy, It Takes a Thief, with one of my all-time favorite Fantastic Voyage tracks, peaking at the biggest songs of the year in '94 and going platinum as the album sold. Share about the come up on the West.
Man, that was my first single that made noise. One of the best things I ever said in a rhyme was, it really don't matter if you're black or white. And that kind of took things to another level. It put things in perspective and it let people know exactly where the fuck I was coming from at that time. I really didn't give a shit about color. I still understood that it was gonna be an issue for me, but I chose to overlook that type of shit, and it did a lot for me.
And on to one of the most sought singles in '95 from the Dangerous Minds soundtrack, Gangsta's Paradise, featuring LV being #1 for 3 weeks in a row and one of the most successful songs of all time known worldwide, going double platinum. Share about this and the ideas behind the hit.
Well, you know, I've been asked that question so many times.
All right.
That I can only answer it in this way. I didn't really write Gangsta Paradise. Gangsta Paradise wrote me. You know, sometimes, you know, it's some songs, you know, people say, you know, why did you choose that song? I didn't choose that song, the song chose me, you know? So it was some type of divine intervention and some type of spiritual moment of capture. I mean, I heard the music and I started writing the lyrics immediately. I freestyled the first line. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize I freestyled that immediately. And I sat down and I started writing it. And well, my hands started moving. I didn't even have to fucking really think about it. It just started. It was like the words were already in my hand. You know what I mean? You know, they were already in the pen. It was surreal as a motherfucker. I knew it was a good song, but I had no idea the kind of impact it was gonna have and the way it was gonna touch people's lives, you know. So I mean, that's the shortest, easiest way I can to explain it to you.
And a Grammy for Best Rap Solo Performance, 3 MTV Music Awards, an American Music Award for Favorite Artist of the Year.
A Billboard Award,
yeah.
A World Music Award, a Swedish Music Award, an African Music Award. The only award I didn't win for that was a Soul Train Music Award, and just because I don't like Don Cornelius and Don Cornelius don't like me.
And on to making a feature with Dub C and the Mad Circle, the album Curb Servin', Track in a Twist, and the Eddie soundtrack, It's All the Way Live, and the Space Jam soundtrack, Hit 'em High. Share about the features, they're pretty dope.
In a Twist, I mean, that was we sat down and really wrote that shit. It took us a minute. The Hit 'em High song, that shit was natural. It flowed out. I was hanging with Be Real, and it flowed out. You know, the funny thing about that, if you go back and listen to the track, me and Be Real only got 8 bars each, but all the East Coast motherfuckers got 16 bars. You know, it was a little bit of hate involved in that. But you know, the song did a lot for me. It's worldwide platinum. You know, fuck. I mean, basically, I kind of inadvertently did something with Michael Jordan shit. Yeah.
And with other records, My Soul, Coolio.com, El Cool Magnifico, and Return of the Gangster still here from the bottom to the top, share about each album and the progress as an artist and the focus behind it.
Tell you that all of those albums, my new style, and it was me trying to take myself lyrically to a level where people for some reason, there's lots of people that they don't really respect me as a lyricist, you know, but once again, I don't give a fuck. I know who I am, you know. My friends and my family, they know how deep and intelligent I am, and people that really sit down and listen to lyrics and listen to albums, they know what I am, you know, because when I can say shit like, okay, now, here's a situation. I was raised in a racist nation and given an inferior education. My representation is in a fucked up area in the inner city where life is shitty and the average self-esteem is itty bitty. But we ain't looking for no pity, you can miss me. Go ahead and talk, but if you diss me, they gonna have to come and get me. They wanna pimp me for my sympathy. Acting like they down, but they're against me. They tip me to touch heat and shoot till it's empty. Come on, that's lyrical. That's lyrical. That's some shit right there, man. I write shit like that all the time, you know, and I just, you know, I'm probably gonna be like Michelangelo or fucking Da Vinci or something. You know, motherfuckers really not gonna appreciate me probably till I'm dead.
And being an LA Lakers fan, working with the Dogfather Snoop Dogg, Perp and Yellow, doing the track Gangsta Walk, share your thoughts.
The dog is my favorite celebrity of all time. I love that motherfucker. If I needed $1,000 right now, I would not call him, because he's not gonna pick up the motherfucking phone. He might call me back 3 days later and say, what's up, my nigga, cool? I'll be like, hey dog, I need 1,000. He say, man, I'll give it to you tomorrow. And then he'll probably give it to me a week later. You know what I'm saying? But whenever I see him, it's all love. If I see him, like if I needed $1,000 and I see him physically, I'm like, hey dog, let me get 1,000. He'll be like, oh. He'll pull that shit out like $5. He'll probably give it to me and wouldn't even ask for it back. He did a feature with me. I'm probably one of the only people he ever did a feature with that he didn't charge me one fucking penny. Now, he did charge the record company to be in the video, which is what he was supposed to do. He was supposed to get his money. But me personally, I didn't have to come out the pocket one fucking thin red cent, because that's the dog. That's how the dog do it.
Shirkies.
A shirky is a turkey that used to live in my homeboy Fatbox's ass, and it's basically a turkey covered in shit. That's why we call it a shirky. And it jumped out his ass and went, and it had no head, no feathers, no feet, and it couldn't gobble. It just said, it sounded like shit coming out of a volcano. It was one of the ongoing jokes of my crew.
You like to share about the ODB story?
The ODB is, man, the ODB, rest in peace. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna tell you something I am working on though. This is a fucking dream I have. I met the ODB's son, and I was with my son. My son is a fucking lyricist. The ODB son is a fucking character just like his daddy. He looked just like that motherfucker. One of my future dreams is to have the ODB son and my son do a fucking album together. And call it the Old Dirty Nappy Head Motherfucker.
And let us know about your favorite appearances on national television
My
and
favorite
film.
appearance of all time was the Billboard Music Awards performance with Stevie Wonder, LV, and my best film. I think my best film I ever did was a short film called Move, M-O-V-E, and I played 3 different characters from 3 different time periods. I also did a movie called, it was supposed to be called Tyrone. It ended up being called Bad Trip, and I played triplets. I played Tyrone, Jerome, and Sharon. I also did a film in China called, my first martial arts film was called China Strike Force. I think those are the highlights. I also did a fucking low budget thriller called fucking Pterodactyl, and that shit was funny, scary, stupid, low budget bullshit, but I liked it. I also did a movie called Dracula 3000 where I played a vampire, and when I died in the film, the fucking movie basically was over.
And the biggest crowd you've ever rocked?
The biggest crowd I ever rocked, I think it was in Mannheim, Germany. We did it in the center, in the center square, and the fucking crowd stretched so far into the horizon that you could not see the end of the crowd. Motherfuckers was hanging out windows all up and down the street. It had to be well over 100,000 people. Shit, I did 2 shows in Taiwan back to back. On the first day it was 85,000. On the second day it was 120,000. Count it. So I mean, yeah, they brought in like 17 tons of snow, and they fucking did snowboarding in the middle of the fucking Taipei summer. Hey, I like to say, I am Coolio with the flow. Y'all know, Shaka Zulu, man. Look here. With a little bit of money and a little bit of know-how, you too can become a kitchen pimp. 5-star meals at a 1-star price. Go to YouTube and check out Cooking with Coolio, and new episodes of Cooking with Coolio will be coming soon. Shouts out to my ACP, Jerez, that's Assistant Chef Pimpa. Also, shouts out to my young Wing Wang, Go Smoke, and shouts out to the 3G baby project, little motherfucker, my son AI, and check out the cookbook. Cooking with Coolio, 5-star meals at a 1-star price. Don't say nothing. Don't hate nothing. Oh shit. The new website, the official Coolio website is now called CoolioWorld.com. Coolio World. Check out my Twitter at Coolio. Also, we got a deal coming up with a new company called Spitbox. Fuck with that. Fuck with me. I fuck with you. If rap didn't pay, I rap for free. I gotta go. Peace and love, goddammit. I hope you understand it. I don't give a fuck. Shaka Zulu, man.
And this is the Archivist, and you already know the name, y'all.
It's the Archivist, bitch. Avocado pits. Suck a dick. Peace and shirky meat.